Hey, welcome back to the universe of Korede. My name is Korede. I am joined today by my friend Hikari,
Hi.
who is from Japan. She's been in the UK for about, almost 2 years.
2 years.
And so, just gonna have a conversation, kind of go back and forth. Some of it will be in English, some of it will be in Japanese. Just talking about how we know each other, her experiences in the UK, my experiences in Japan. いつイギリスに来た?
In 2022.
2022.
March.
March 2022. And it's now
Just after
February
Yeah.
2022, and Hikari is going back to Japan
In
in
5 days.
5 days. So great. She had a big leaving do at this place called Waxy O'Connor in London. Never been to it. I think it was an Irish bar or Irish themed, but there were so many people. Hikari has
So what?
made
Oh, the leaving party. Oh, yeah,
leaving
yeah.
party.
Yeah.
Hikari has made so many friends, and it's actually when I first met Hikari, it was in Japan. So back in 2011, I did a volunteer placement in Tokyo in a community center, and that's where I met Hikari. She was one of the volunteers there, but I was one of the volunteers there with on a volunteer program, and she was. You came. でもあまり来てないねHikari は時々いやボルテ活動はあまりやってないあの時は。
そうね、もう学生じゃなかったんで、その時に。
ゴシと千春とか
そう
千春全員は大学生だけど、光は
専門学校に行って、もう卒業してなんか舞台をもうやってた、ステージのその時にボランティアしてた。私が育った学童だったからやってた。
So Hikari is into theatre. She's done some work in the theatre, and funnily enough, so when she came to London, she ended up getting a job at a theatre. So do you wanna talk about the process of you getting a job? So first and foremost, なんでイギリスに You は何しにイギリスへ
You は何しにイギリスへ I just wanted to work in the theatre industry
Okay.
first, and I wanted improve my English a
Okay.
bit more.
Okay.
Because I was in New Zealand during COVID for 2 years. I got stuck there.
Okay.
And well, I was gonna go back to Japan after that, but なんかビザが当たった。この2年のビザ、なんかワークビザが当たって、ラッキーと思って、じゃあウエストエンドのシアターでちょっと働けたらいいなと思って来ました。でもイングリッシュをもっとなんか喋れるようになりたかったです。
And now you can speak very good English, so mission accomplished. Accomplished. So when I knew Hikari in Japan, we only spoke to each other in Japanese.
I spoke no English.
She spoke no English. The first day she came and I met her, did I meet you the first day? After a couple of days, I think.
Yeah.
After a couple of days of being in London, I met Hikari, and we were speaking to each other in English, and I was so surprised how good her English was because.
Really?
Because Japanese people, even though you study English for 7 years, you're often so nervous to speak it, and so you don't. But I think you were just But now you're just it's a normal conversation, which is really impressive to see. And I think that's part of the thing that so you'll see me switching between Japanese and English because myself when I spent time in Japan, I wanted to start off by being able to speak Japanese. So before I even got there, I was studying by myself. Pretty much all the Japanese I've learned, most of it has been studying by myself. And so I wanted to hit the ground running, as you say. And so I remember from the first moment I met you in Japan, I was speaking to you in Japanese. I don't think we ever had a conversation in English.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Because you spoke very well, Japanese.
I tried, but we weren't able to have conversation.
So
my version of speaking Japanese is I ask lots of questions, and that way other people get the opportunity to speak. Because I think that works really well. Cool. So
なんかコミュニケーションスキルの鬼だったこれでは。鬼。
Good.
鬼は
good. Okay. ありがとう。
そうだから私ニュージーランドでもコミュニケーションスキルのを で生きたから I've never studied by myself, like studied grammar by myself after school or something. I just survived in like
New Zealand,
with New Zealand and like locals, with locals.
でもニュージーランドにいた時、学校
最初いた、English teacher, teacher English だった。
Yeah, so you had some English lessons. どのぐらい for how long did you have lessons in?
Can't remember. Because of COVID, we had a lockdown, so we just online lesson at home and got extended like 3 or 4 months.
3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
And you were in New Zealand for two years. So what do you think helped you really get to this level of English that you have? Because, like I said, we only spoke in Japanese, so now the fact that we speak in English more than we speak in Japanese to an extent is amazing to me.
Really, thank you. It was really hard though.
Yeah.
It was I was so nervous to speak. I think when I got there, like in New Zealand, I could only speak excuse me.
Okay.
I couldn't even say sorry properly, like our sound or something. Just and I have no idea what they are saying. They were saying no idea, and I don't know how. I dated New Zealander.
Okay. So that probably helped.
Yeah.
How much time were you spending with the person you dated?
1 year.
You were in 1 year. And you lived together, didn't you?
Yeah, I lived together. でもすごい教えてくれるから私もじゃあ好きってなって。
なるほどね。Okay, so going back to being in London, so you got into London, you came to London, and then I'm trying to remember what happened. Yeah, so I met you up a couple of times with you and my friend Louis, who you're now friends with as well. And then you told me you were applying for a job in the theatre. You asked me to look over your CV, the covering letter, which was amazing. I was so impressed by her CV and covering letter. There was very little for me to really give her suggestions to improve. So, do you remember?
You made my CV. Yeah. Thank you.
So, yeah. It was impressive. You did that yourself. So, yeah. How did you find the theatre job? How did you even see it in the first place to apply to it?
So I applied to the Back to the Future first, right? And I didn't, you made my CV. I couldn't get that job. But
so Hikari was just saying that, what were you saying? You're saying that the front of house, the back of house that you applied for, they said,
I didn't get replied.
You didn't get a reply for that? No. But then you ended up getting put forward.
Yeah. Same theatre group. But different show contacted me.
Yeah.
Are you still looking for a job or something in June? And finally I got that. Frozen とは思わなかった私。けどでもお金も一番ウエストエンドで一番いいところだし、それで。
So you ended up working from June 2022 at what's the theatre called? In Natalie Theatre.
The Theatre Royal Drury Lane.
Theatre Royal Drury Lane. Yeah, it's hard. Lots of R's. Theatre Royal Drury Lane. Even I struggle with my R's.
Yeah.
Theatre Royal Drury Lane. And then you worked there from June
to the end.
Yeah, until January 2024.
Yeah.
すごいね。
すごいでしょ? I enjoyed it.
And she made so many friends. I was so impressed by all the friends that she,
and I loved them.
At her leaving, because I'd only hung out with Hikari. It was me, her, and say Louis or some other friends. And so I think that was the first time I'd seen you with a group of other friends aside from those ones that we'd hung out with, and I was like, wow, Hikari has made a lot of friends.
And they are performers, so we had a lot to talk on things, and we went to, I didn't have many friends outside work, since we you, 2 or 3.
But the fact that you made such good friends at work is amazing, because sometimes that can be really, really hard. There were tears, people were crying that Hikari was going. I was like, this is amazing. I don't think anyone's ever cried when I'm going.
No, it's nice. I would.
Oh,
if you're going to Japan or something.
Oh, that's so sweet. I love that. See, Hikari would cry for me. There you go. There you go. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. This is what friends are for. Yeah.
But I didn't cry when you leave in Japan.
No, you didn't cry when I left Japan.
No.
Like, but we hadn't talked that much in 2011 when we first met. Like,
Right, yeah.
We didn't hang out that much.
Oh yeah, what was that thing?
That was
My
like-
friend James
Yeah.
said the only word
It said in
spoke
English,
to him.
yeah. Because I was talking to James. So James was one of her friends who was at the leaving do. I was talking to James saying, "Oh, I'm so impressed by Hikari's English because we'd only ever spoken in Japanese beforehand." And I was saying when we were in Japan, the only time she spoke English was when I was at the airport leaving, and she said, "I love you," and she just being Hikari, just being funny. The worst part is I don't think I said it back, so I was like, I think I just said thank you.
Really?
I just laughed it. I was just laughing because Hikari is funny. Now, why did you get? What was it about theatre that really interested you? Because that's what you do, right? Like theatre.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I wanted to be popular.
そうか。そう。
わかんない。いや、
Okay,
いっぱいあるよ。いっぱいあるけど。なんでだろう。なんでフィルムスクールに行って、私は映画の世界に入りたかったけど、なんかアクティングコースに変えた。なぜかわかんない。でも面白かった。また日本に帰ったらまたやるかもしれない。
頑張れ。応援してるよね。
ありがとう。わかんない。まだ決めてない。でも英語は忘れたくないので、first thing I wanna do in Japan is like to get English score.
Okay.
Yeah, something like IELTS. Is IELTS good? No, TOEFL.
What, you want to start teaching English or you just want to get the qualification?
Just for me, like
okay.
to know my English level, like
Okay.
to get a job or I don't know. It's just like I haven't decided.
Yeah, it's tricky. じゃあ、イギリスについての質問します。
はい、怖い。
一番びっくりしたことはイギリスには？
一番びっくり？信号を守らない。
そうだね。日本だったら誰でも信号のルール守るね。あ、すごいね。
でも、
私
は今信号を守らないもん。だから少しナーバスというか。
イギリス人になっちゃったね。
イギリス人になっちゃった。
So she's saying, so this is something I noticed in Japan. Like I think in the US they'll call it jaywalking. In Japan they do not jaywalk. When the light is not green for a pedestrian to go, they will not go. But in the UK, if there is no car there, people will cross the road irrespective. And it's amazing because it's such a culture shock. I remember when I was in Japan and I would just, there's no cars coming, no cars are coming, but nobody is crossing the road. All the Japanese people are just waiting for the traffic lights to go green. すごいculture shock だよ。なんでだろう？みんなルール守らないタイプね。And everyone was just watching and waiting that as soon as it goes green, then they cross. I was like, this is amazing. This would never happen in London. People would just be looking at the stupid person who's standing there whilst the light is not green, while the light is still red, but the road is clear. And like, why are you not crossing the road? No cars are going to run you over. Whereas, but Hikari says now she's ended up being like the English or people here where she would just cross the road even when it's not necessarily a green light, which is funny. じゃあそれは一番びっくりしたこと。そうだね。
一番びっくりした。
じゃあ一番大変なことは what's the thing that you've struggled with or that's been hardest aside from learning the language obviously?
Oh yeah. Rent. No, I mean like it's expensive. Expensive in London.
日本と比べていやでも家族と住んでいる日本には家族と住んでいるから家賃とか払って
家賃とかは家族と住んでたら払ってなかった。
なるほどね。
けど it's like flat if you pay like £600 a month, you can get like your own room studio in Japan.
Really?
Right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I was provided the accommodation by obviously the
not flat. Like not flat, one room.
Yeah.
Like the people pay like 750, 800, right? For the room.
Yeah, just for the room.
For the flat room. But if you pay like that, yeah, like flat is not common in Japan, so
Okay.
that's why they just like tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, studio.
So you can get your own tiny studio
yeah.
in Japan. Wait, even in Tokyo, for
Yeah.
like 600,
Yeah.
700 pounds, you can get your own.
I'm not sure Japanese yen.
Tokyo 中心じゃなくてね。
でも700 pounds 払ったら、
そうか。
と思う
Okay.
よ東京でも。
So the thing that surprises her is how expensive London is, which is why I say as well, like London is very
まあで
expensive
もまあ
compared to other places. But I thought Tokyo was quite expensive as well. But I guess
Yeah,
you're
but
used
not-
to yeah.
yeah.
And people don't really flat share isn't really a thing in Japan, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, yeah. It's
Yeah.
a bit
Okay.
stressful.
Okay.
But yeah, because I was in New Zealand, so
Okay.
I was used to like live
Okay.
with someone. But yeah,
Okay.
it's just like price. なんていうの？値段と部屋が合ってない。なんていうの？ディールなんだろう。わかんない。
もう一回値段と
値段と部屋のレベルが合ってない。
合ってる。ああ、そうだね。
わかる。
They don't match. Yeah, the price you pay for a room doesn't seem like it's worth the quality. Yeah. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, it's true. It is true. I
で
agree.
しょ？
Like
そう、それはもう。
we're getting ripped off here.
大変。
Yeah. Too expensive. 高すぎね。
高すぎ。あと大変だったこともう一つ。
うん
友達は最後にはたくさんできたけど、友達何でも話せる友達がやっぱり難しかった、ニュージーランドでもあんまりだけど、でもニュージーランドはもうちょっとなんかワーキングホリデーなんかもうちょっと同じ状況の人がいっぱいいた。同じ
Situation,
シチュエーショ
circumstance.
ンでワーキングホリデーピーポーが周りにいっぱいいたから、まあ日本人じゃなくてもいたけど、ロンドン来たら私なんかすごいリアルローカルでで働いて、家に帰っても別にフラットメイツあんまり話さないから、なんか友達がなんだろう、すごく寂しかった、最初すごい、まあこれどこでも仕事でもなんか同じワーキングホリデーってあんまりいないでしょ。
そうだね。
であんまり状況が、まあヨーロピアンはいっぱいいる、けどヨーロピアンはみんな5年のビザとかさ、で来るでしょ、簡単でしょ、でもなんか日本から一人来て、アジア人が仕事で一人だったから、ごめんこれ日本語で喋ってる。
大丈夫大丈夫。
そうアジア人一人でなんかみんな優しいけど、なんか最初にクロースフレンズ作るのすごく難しくて、すごい大変だった。で日本にいる友達もみんな結婚してなんか子供がいて忙しくてあんまり喋らなくなったからあれ私今誰に連絡しようかなみたいな。
それ大変だね。
それ大変、結構大変だった、けどまあ最後はでもね、このリビングパーティーみたいにすごい友達いてよかった。
素晴らしい。Nice. I'm glad.
ごめん。
I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy for you. I mean, I know what you mean. Like like you talked about, people's lives kind of progress whilst you do this like work holiday visa thing. You spending time overseas, and it's when they're not in the same situation as you, it can feel like you're drifting apart, and so that can be hard. Yeah.
But they wouldn't judge me. But just like they are.
You just
so
feel,
nice
you feel that distance. Okay. Yeah, so that was Ichiban Taihen, Ichiban Bikrishita. Ja, best memory of London. What's your best memory? Yeah. Like what are you going to take away that you're so happy about?
Wait.
Of course, aside from spending time with me.
Yeah, of course, yeah. That was like my third highest memory.
I make top 3. I'll take it. Okay.
No, I met. What was his name? I spoke to Ron Weasley.
Yeah, マジで Rupert Grint.
Yeah.
すごい。どこで？What did you meet him?
Theater.
Where?
I don't know how much I can speak like here, but が来たゾウたちで Frozen 見に来た。で、みんなが
Rupert Grint.
そうがみんなロン・ウィーズリー来てるって、でみんな見に行った。で私はキオスク担当で、キオスクでコークとか なんかコークじゃないな、アイスクリームとか売ってて、でインターバルにロン来た、私のところにドーターと、ワイフと来て、でなんかいっぱい注文してでしゃべった。I was so nervous, but I was really like proud of me working there, talking to him and like
何の会話？店員さんとお客さんの会話だけ？
あと楽しんでます。多分 he didn't think I recognize him、okay. でなんかこの試合なんだっけな、
His ginger hair kind of stands out. No offense to people who are ginger, obviously.
なんか役者さんがどれくらい、お金もらってるか知ってますかって聞かれて、いや知らないですって。あと娘が3歳だったからすごいなんか演じ芸なんだけど、娘 was in the Elsa's costume.
ああ、すごい。
Same face.
Same face. Okay.
可愛かった。すごい可愛かった。
それ以外何の話？それだけ？
すごい。
I am a big fan とか。
No, I couldn't say that, but like
Oh, because you're working.
No, I was so nervous. So nervous.
Okay.
でも日本でもすごい有名だって言いたかったけど。
Was there anything else that happened in the conversation? Or?
He just said, yeah, cheers to me at the end. Yeah, cheers.
Simuku Queen, you did well for one of your fans. She still loves you, so whatever you did when you talked to her was more than enough. Keep it up, good guy.
Yeah. そうね。その日ハリーポッター見た。夜にlike I watched Harry Potter again, thinking of him. Yeah. Like
wife はどう？ His wife.
すごい。wife も有名でしょ。wife is she famous?
Right? I don't know.
Says that wife was so nice.
Okay. Did you talk to her?
Yeah, she bought everything, I think.
Oh, okay. She paid for everything.
Yeah, she paid.
Get your woman like Rupert Grint's wife. He pays. There you go.
Yeah, he ordered everything like his daughter.
I'm just messing about.
She paid everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I'm sure he can afford to pay as well. But he was carrying the daughter, so it's fine.
Yeah. Apparently he lives in Highgate.
Oh really? You said there was one more thing or memory or something that you wanted to talk about.
It's not like best memory, but like funniest memory. The words I didn't know when I started working there.
Okay.
On the first day at the theater, I was shadowing the like Scottish girl.
Okay.
I had no idea what she was saying, so that's my fault. But like I was just like copying everything. Like she was writing down everything for me.
Okay.
Because that was so hard, like my accent. And the first day, I was working next to her. Someone asked me, like, where are the loser? Where are the loser?
Where's the loo?
Yeah, where?
Where's the loo? Where's the loo? Or where the loos? Yeah.
Where are the loser?
Yeah. Where the loos? Where are the loos? Yeah.
Where are the loos?
Yeah. Where is the loo? Yeah.
Something like that. I was like, no, sorry. Let me try again.
Go for it, yeah.
On the first day, I started working there. On the first day, someone asked me, do you know where the loser?
Okay.
I was like, do you know what loser? Like, I was so panicked. Like,
so you asked that? What are lose?
I was so panicked, like, on the first day. But I would understand what people are saying.
Yeah.
But I could, like, I didn't know how to ask, but like pardon or something. Okay. Like I couldn't do you know what loser? Like she laughed, like they really laughed. Then I was sorry, it's my first job, first day in the UK. And yeah, she said no, it means toilet.
So now you know.
Sorry, So every moment, like that moment, エラーしたモメントは覚えてる 全部覚えてる。だからそのワードは絶対覚える。ルーはすぐ覚えるし、2 years ago です。でも、ルーって何なの？
何なのでしょ？俺もなんでルーというの？ I don't understand.
So I can guess, like restroom, bathroom, toilets, of course toilets, or lavatories?
Lavatory,
lavatories, I knew that word, but not loo.
Loo. Why do we say loo? I thought it may be like toilets, but there's no like loo in there. I don't know, I'll Google it later. If you know, put it in the comment section. Why do we say loo in the UK? It's an unusual one. Where's the loo? Yeah.
あと、いっぱいwe get like hundreds of questions every day, like people are in the hurry and about like so many accents. 誰かな、サウスエイジアンの人のなんかボックスオフィスって言ってたんだけど、ボックスオフィスが分かんなくて、Where's the box office? ボクシングってなんか分かんなくて、そういうのとか、あと
box office is where they sell tickets, right?
So, okay. Box office. I do know box office, but I couldn't say, like, I couldn't hear that, like,
box
accent.
Office, yeah.
Or men's toilet. Someone said men's toilet. I thought that was menthol or something. And I said, we don't sell cigarettes. でしょ、やばい。It was like, men's toilet. Like, oh, I'm sorry. But people are nice. People are really nice.
That's
but
good. Oh my
like,
gosh.
The big laugh. And garbage.
Rubbish, yeah.
Garbage, でしょ?
Garbage, but garbage is the one that we use in the UK. That must have been an American person.
American でしょ?
Yeah.
で、その人のアクセントが、like, garbage.
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 Where's the garbage? I want to throw away some garbage. Show me where to throw away the garbage. I'm sorry to my Americans who are watching. I've got a terrible American accent.
そう、私はアメリカン
The garbage. Trash can.
Anyway. Trash can. そう、trash can はわかる。でも、garbage 知らなかった。私は知らなかった。
But it's funny because in the UK, garbage is a type of music genre. So it used to be. I don't know if they still make garbage music. Yeah, that's cool.
So accents はすごく大変だった。すごく大変だった。ベストメモリーじゃないけど、でもロンドンに来てアクセントはすごくI'm trained.
Trained, yeah. Lots of different accents because I think that's one thing about London. London, you meet so many different people from so many different parts of the world. In some way, shape, or form, you're going to be forced to learn different accents, and not just from people from within the UK. We're talking about people from around the world, like South American, different South American, different African accents, different Asian accents, different North American accents. So I think, it's a very interesting
thing. Especially lots of tourists.
Yeah, tourists. Especially because you worked in the West End. Like that's literally one of the things people want to do on their list of places to go to, the West End. So I'm really impressed. Like all of my friends from Japan who've come to the UK, I'm thinking like Kazu, Take. I think you've probably stayed the longest in terms of that. You stayed 2 years. I think all you ever stayed for about 6 months at the most.
Probably.
And I think that really gave you a chance to really get a great amount of learning and experience in the UK. And I know you did some traveling overseas as well, but it's just I'm really impressed by the way you've adapted and really like improved and grown over these last 2 years. Like it's been really impressive to see. We hung out a bit, so it's been a lot of fun. I mean, like, we went to Paris together. Yeah, that was an experience. We'll talk about that probably another time. Yeah. It was you, me, and another friend. And yeah, I think it's impressive because I think this is why I love travel so much, especially if you can do more long-term travel, not just going somewhere for a day. You get that opportunity to really build connections and get greater learning. And I think, let me take this back to you. I think to give tips or what you would say to other people who want to say learn a language, maybe go and live overseas, what has worked for you? What kind of things can people do? 日本語でも英語でもいいよ。
Don't be afraid to speak. That's it, I think.
Don't be afraid to speak.
But I used to be. But it takes time. But like I don't care my grammar at all because I I do know you wouldn't mind.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm not afraid of speaking
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
But it took like 3 years. So just keep doing, yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah.
See, yeah. I think that's great advice. I think for me, that's pretty much what worked for me as well. I mean, even now, like Kenny said it, this idea that you have to be perfect, like, you can't be afraid of failing. Even when I speak in English, I make mistakes, and I've spoken English my whole life. So why when I speak another language, say like Japanese, which I do speak, of course I'm going to make mistakes, but why am I afraid? As long as you're able to somehow communicate what it is that you're trying to get across, like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be perfect English. Of course, you always aim to improve to get to that point where people say, oh, you're so good, or you're fluent. But you can't get to that point without making mistakes initially, right?
Yeah. Like, I feel Japanese people の方が気にしているから、パーフェクトって言うけど、でも全然そんなことなくて。
So she's saying that, you know, Japanese people have a tendency to want to be far more perfect, and I think they care that much more about speaking English. But Hikari, Kazu, Take, all of them, like, these are my friends who've come to the UK, all of them have shown me that you can't be afraid. You're going to make mistakes. Just speak. Like, I'm going to be patient with you because I've gone through the process of learning another language. But you always find people, whether they've gone through the process of it themselves or they're just going about their daily lives. If you just say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm still trying to learn, if you could just please bear with me, I'd appreciate that. I think having at least enough to say, sorry, please can you repeat that, it makes such a difference to your ability to learn. And I think, again, it's just, why are we afraid of things that are so insignificant to be afraid of? It's not like you're standing on stage and giving a speech in that language, which I've done. Like, and I'm sure you understand. Like, I stood in front of like a group of 50 people and given a speech in Japanese, but even that wasn't scary because I practiced.
Yeah. なんでそれやったの？なんで？
それは最後の日じゃなくて、なんかまあ送別会とかで、like leaving ceremony そうね。そして老人の前、そう食事友の会。Sorry, we get started. So I'm just explaining why I had to give a speech in Japanese. It was. I'll do another video about that. If you're interested in that video, drop a comment in the comment section to say you want to see a video about why I gave a speech in Japanese and how I was able to do that. Any other tips? Like just
less 何？同じランゲージの人と過ごさない。同じ
Yes!
でしょ
Yes!
同じランゲージの日本語 even Korean like Korean I know you speak Japanese so I like my brain gets like switching if I couldn't speak
in English you could just speak Japanese.
I mean if you like someone only speak English you can't give up communicate, right?
This is it, full immersion. It's that full immersion thing. Diving in at the deep end, like she's saying, like, don't spend time with the same people who speak the language that you're not trying to learn. If you're trying to learn a given language, you have to only speak with those people.
Have to.
Yeah, you have to. See, I'm glad you said it. I didn't say it. You said it. Like,
no,
yeah, she
just
said.
I chose the situation to be その situation to be in that situation.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't spend time with Japanese every day. Like I just chose that hard situation to be.
See? And now you've been through the hard situation. Was it that hard?
Well, the hard at first, but I wanted to be. I chose that, so I was happy all the time. So I was
Okay, so what would you rate your experience in London, in the UK, out of 10 overall?
Oh, out of 10.
Be honest. If it's been terrible, give it a 1. If it's been so, give it a 5. And why you give it that rating as well?
9.
9?
Yeah, 9.
9 point going.
9.2.
Swear. That's very high. Okay. Why? 9.2 out of 10 for experience of living in the UK, in London.
Wait, sorry. it might not be like that too. But
okay.
No, I mean.
Well, you can change your rating if you want to. That's fine. 7. 7.
But
okay.
yeah,
okay.
I enjoyed it, but I don't really like the city. Like, no, I'm from Tokyo.
Yeah.
I'm from like very tourist place, so I wasn't interested in London. Like I've never been here before I moved, and I don't like busy place from all over the world. I hated Covent Garden. I just でもpeople は良かった。tourist like tourist place は嫌いけど。People are すごく良かった。それだけ。
See, I get that. Like when it's really busy and there's so many people. See, so this is the reason why when you come to the UK, don't just spend time in London because one, it can be overwhelming.
Right.
Like, so many people. Like go outside of places in London. I recommend the Lake District. I've had a great time.
I wanted to go.
You didn't go?
No, I didn't.
Manager, can I do go? 5 days. Just take 1 day to go to the Lake District. Maybe tomorrow or Saturday. Yeah, so take time to go to places outside of London. Like I said, I recommend the Lake District. Maybe just go to Wales or Cardiff for the day rather. If you can get to like Edinburgh or Glasgow.
Edinburgh.
Yeah. You went to Edinburgh, right? Yeah. We'll do another video hopefully at some point. We might have to do it online because obviously Hikari's going back to Japan. But yeah, alright. Do you have any questions for me?
No,
You've done a lot of talking. I feel like.
I do.
Yeah. Which is obviously why I brought you here. But
I do. Well, no, that's about me. Do you think I speak faster than 2 years ago? No.
I know, I was so impressed by how you spoke when I first met you after not seeing you for a while. How you spoken. But I think more than speaking faster, you're more confident. Like you exude greater confidence in your ability to speak English and to adapt. Like you don't want to switch straight away to Japanese. Like you'll keep persevering in English to get your point across, and I think that's exceptional.
That's good.
So I think maybe that can make you come across like you speak faster or you're faster because you've adapted that much better. Yeah. So we've come into the end of the video. Kelly's gonna ask me a few questions. Reverse the roles a bit.
This is really random questions.
Sorry?
But do you think your personality changes when you speak Japanese?
That's so funny. So I was having this conversation with James, and you're leaving too, and we were saying, we were saying that, and he was saying Ian agrees as So Ian's a mutual friend of ours who also did a volunteer placement in Japan at the same place. So that's where he met. Yeah. So like I've had this conversation before. So I've been with Japanese people and speaking completely in Japanese, and they will say stuff to me like, "Oh my gosh, you're so Japanese." And then obviously I've had conversations with people from the UK who'd be like, "Oh, you're so British." And then I've been in Nigeria as well, and like hanging out with Nigerian people that, "Oh, you're so Nigerian." And it's just, I think there's a different part of our personality that comes out when we find ourselves in different circumstances. And so I definitely think I am a different side of me is brought out when I speak Japanese. Because of the Japanese language, it's more of a community-based mindset. I think more about how we do things together, how we can achieve things together. It's less individualistic. So I think that's definitely something that changes. Like I also feel kind of lighter when I speak in Japanese. I don't know what it is. Lighter. Like my spirit feels lighter. I don't know what it is. Like I think when I'm in English, I feel like I'm far more serious and I've got lots of stuff on my mind. But when I'm in Japanese, all of those things that I have on my mind disappear and go away. Yeah. What about you?
No, I just wondered if like when you speak Japanese, you like become like kind or like Is that like something?
Yeah, so so like, well, in the when I talked about the community aspect, I think
right.
that's the part where I think I'm kind of, not that I'm not kind in English, but the thing about Japanese and the Japanese culture is that you don't just think about yourself, you think about the community, and so there's that aspect, like the whole thing about rudo mamoru, so following the rules, like that's something that just becomes ingrained to an extent when you speak Japanese. Yeah, what about you?
I think so. Like, I think my personality changes as well. Because I was so nervous to speak English to Ian first. Like, because we only speak, like, Japanese. We only speak in Japanese. And at some point, like, I had to change to English because we had James, like, the three of us. I had to speak English suddenly in front of Ian. I would get so nervous. I got really, really nervous, but I couldn't and because I knew my personality gonna change. I do have many words to say, so that I have to say in my, like, the word in my mind, so I can't guess or I can't care to wait to say.
So you just like
I became confident to speak. I just had without thinking. I can't.
So you think maybe you're freer, like freer.
Maybe freer.
I've heard this from Japanese people before as well. Like when they come to the UK, like London, they feel like they can live more freely than when they're in Japan.
Freer. So freer.
And I think alright, cool. Okay, question was here.
Which country would you live if you could choose anywhere in the world?
Dang, that's a question I've asked myself so many times. But because I've traveled to 30 plus countries, like there's so many different countries where I like this part of this country, I like this part of this country. To just say that I want to only live in one country is so hard for me to do. Like there are places in Africa that I love. Like I love South Africa from when I've been there. Obviously Nigeria is where I was born and raised. I've got family, not raised but born. Spent like the first few years of my life and then came to the UK. But when I've been back to Nigeria, I've had a great time and I've loved it. Then I went to Ghana recently, and Ghana I absolutely loved as well. Met some great people there. So it's like, and then obviously I love Japan. Japan's amazing. South Korea I've been to, Brazil as well. So it's so hard to pick one place, but I think the determining thing that I want is somewhere that's sunny all the year round, so that's not Japan, and that is more leaning towards Africa because of African countries. I don't even think like Brazil or South American countries are warm all the year round, so I think that leans more towards the African countries. But I don't see, like, we live in a world where you can almost like go from place to place. You don't have to just stay somewhere all the time. So yeah, it's a very hard one for me to answer. And unfortunately, I don't have a specific answer. But I've given some of my best places that I love. Yeah.
Would you try, if you like, when you're ready? Would you try to move somewhere? Not just visiting, like move.
I live there permanently. Yeah, I think fundamentally London is my home. This is where I've got the majority of my friends and my family. So. This is where I am, for better or for worse. But London has a lot of great things to it. The UK has a lot of great things to it. And it's so easy compared to, say, like, if I lived in the US or Japan, to go either to the east or to, say, like, the west, to the US or other places. So, I know London, for now, is home. We'll see what the future holds. What about you?
I miss home, like Japan. Tokyo, but I'm just nervous how I feel like living and working there more. But that's why I asked you, like, do you still think to like moving out of the country? I might feel like that like later, but now I really miss home. So
but you know now you've got friends all over the world, right? So if you're ever feeling like you're missing the UK, you can drop me a line, you can drop James a line, you can drop Ian a line, you can drop a whole bunch of other people that you made friends with at the theatre and beyond. Like, you can get in contact with us. So this isn't the end, this is the beginning of a new chapter, and look forward to that. And But I do know what you mean. When I came back from Japan after living there for 6 months and I came back to the UK, I definitely missed Japan a lot, and it was hard. It was really hard to adapt back to the UK. It took me at least 6 months to a year.
Really?
But I came back with a lighter spirit than when I'd left to go to Japan in the first place. So Japan definitely helped me in terms of, I think, transforming my personality and the way I was thinking. So yeah, I think there are good things about Japan, and you'll feel that once you're back there. But again, we're here. Drop us a line if you're ever feeling like you want to talk. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Hikari, for taking part in this impromptu kind of interview. If you want more videos like this, where I interview Japanese people or people from other countries, just talk about their experiences, drop a comment in the comment section. Any questions that you might have, put them in the comment section. Any feedback, put them in the comment section. Take care. Peace.